Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Shifts past him at the 45. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 24. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And the Lions first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Gibbs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And this time he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
A gain on the play of 58 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wilson. Catch is made by Harry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Take out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Williams loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's Wilson. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Powering his way forward. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well? And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He'll swing this out to Sampson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First down, Detroit.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second and 5. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Williams, a man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dylan Sampson, 62 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Mitch Wishnowsky set the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 46.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
25 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
It leads to second and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
And now an audible here into something else. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And 4 at the 45-yard line.
This second and 4.
Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we have to dial things back a little bit.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
48-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Sampson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dylan Sampson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Another extra point opportunity here. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Set to kick off.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Gibbs straight ahead. Now he's into the clear again. Racing to the end zone.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
82 yards.
And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Wilson.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start.
The Bills are lining
Wilson
up
going to throw for him. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
That makes the score Bills 42, Lions 28. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Lions.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Laporta. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Slot man moves right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On third down, here's Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And the Lions first
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 6. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
26 yards.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
will set up for the
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
36. Jack Fox.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. There he goes again. Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dylan Sampson,
73 yards.
And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2.
For a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Lions.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Here comes 2nd down.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Through the middle of the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
41 yards.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Bills 50, Lions 42. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Lions 42. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wilson wants to throw it.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. He's trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Wilson will throw again.
That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show.